Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Tice in at the 5, home in the paint. And for the Nets, Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the 2. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope, because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special, because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
Here's Irving. Great D that time from Tatum.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Smart against Harden. Right side to Walker. And no good. His first shot of the night missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Harden's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
And it's Brown missing. To the paint. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Griffin.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
Griffin against Tatum. Over Jordan. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
An elite mid-range shooter. That's what he is. Even back in high school, Tatum will always have this in his arsenal.
About 2 minutes gone by. 2 points. That one goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Tice. 20 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Just 4 to shoot. Tatum finds Tice. From deep. Buries it from 3-point range.
Oh, such a skilled sniper.
Pulls it from the elbow. Some solid defense from Brown. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. That one goes. Count it.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
Harden outside. Here's Irving. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
The determination of Irving. He's a type A personality. He just wants to win.
And Walker kicks to Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Out of Willard High School in Georgia, Jaylen Brown was ranked 2nd in the class of 2015 after Ben Simmons. All the powerhouses came calling. He went the unexpected route, choosing UC Berkeley.
The first one falls. And Cal Berkeley, not the biggest basketball program in the country. So, Chris, what led Brown to go there?
Well, former NBA All-Star Sharif Abdur-Rahim, another Wheeler High alum, took the same path. Look, Kevin, both of them welcomed the intellectual challenge. Now, Sharif, not only could he hoop, but now he's the president of the G League. And Jaylen Brown, he's the vice president of the Players Union.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Trailing by 2. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And they did win that last game in this matchup, and it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
They get the rebound. Griffin. Great D that time from Tatum. For Boston, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Over Harden. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Fast hands of Walker. Strike again. Got to admire his defensive instinct.
Nets trail by 4. Irving passes to Harden. He trains the quick shot. Harden's got 6.
They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And the pass to Tice. Kicks to Walker. Outside Tatum. 5 on the clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Tice. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Griffin dishes to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Now here's Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
The 3 from Harden. Rebound Boston. Tice has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Brown. And it's sent back by KD.
Durant covers a ton of ground with his length, using his wingspan to wipe away shots.
Pass to Griffin. Outside Irving. Over Walker. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Outside Walker. And here's Tatum for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And that's now 9 points for Jason Tatum. Brooklyn trailing. Harden the pass to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Griffin's shot is off.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Here's Smart. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Griffin. And another shot. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Sometimes the D is helpless against Walker. His speed, cleverness, and touch from everywhere makes him a near impossible cover.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And the first one at the line is good.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well suited for the modern game.
Oh, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter, GA, with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
And so Walker nails both of them. And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
You know, I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Durant. Rebound, Boston. Brown outside. Griffin with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
I mean, stretch Armstrong. Durant doesn't even need to jump, it seems, to throw it down. His athleticism, his height, his length is just unreal.
Now here's Brown. And here is Tatum. Shoots over Griffin. That one off the back iron and out. KD against Walker. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
I mean, there's just no answer for Durant inside. It looks like you should be able to body him up, and you can forget about that.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Shoots over Griffin. Tatum's shot is off. Nets leading by 5. Down low. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Smart on the wing. Drops in the layup for 2.
And I love Smart pressing his advantage on the interior.
Irving passes to Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 8 points for James Harden.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Tatum, poked loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. He's coming off an excellent season. First in scoring, second in steals, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. Count it, good.
Look at that. Griffin is such an incredible talent. He's made a living off finding ways to score through contact.
Brown outside. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And that's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Walker. It's good. Irving's got 5 now.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now, here's Thompson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. There's Walker with the 3. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Celtics trail by 9.
Something you just don't appreciate enough. It's the efficiency of Kevin Durant. 7 straight years now of him shooting over 50% from the floor. I mean, it's incredible given how many shots he takes. He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Brown kicks to Walker. Back to Brown. Outside, Smart. Shot clock at 6. And a wide open look for Walker. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
41 seconds left in the first quarter. Again, the miss by Walker.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Harden's shot is good.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 5. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Smart on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Smart's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's how you build confidence in your shot. Smart, able to set his feet off the catch and shoot.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. It's the Nets up 11. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And Kevin Durant talked about his teammates and the versatility this roster has.
I like our depth. I like that we could play, we can play big, we can play small, we can match up with a lot of different teams. And it's just a matter of us going out there and playing consistent basketball. It's easier said than done. But we like who we are right now. We just got to continue to keep getting better.
It's clear KD is very happy playing with this group of guys.
That's why he signed here. But you can bet Durant is going to be leading the charge.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
We've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
BA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011, Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
No good on the free throw. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians. But as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Now, we've all seen this guy's development. Thompson has proven to be a valuable role player. He's exceptional at tracking down rebounds and a more than capable defender.
Just when you look around the NBA, which player most emulates the style and approach that you have? You were special. But so you've got to have a very special category for this one.
Well, thanks, kid. That's flattering. I like to be in the categories with these guys because I'm such fans of them. But Blake Griffin, when I think about him, and also Joel Embiid, the fact that Embiid can shoot out on the floor, he can space up, but in the post, he likes to go to work as well. I just think he gives you such a mix of offensive moves that you can't stop, that as a defender, you're always worried and on guard and looking over your shoulder because you don't know what he's going to hit you with because he has so many options.
But in my mind, there's only one Chris Webber.
Oh, thanks, baby.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Wanamaker. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Brown. Nice defense from KD.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Basket good. 6 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
For as many points as he scores, Harden's still a great teammate thanks to his passing.
Brown outside. Pass to Tatum. And stolen by Harris. It's Durant on the wing. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Let's take a moment to check out Kevin Durant here. Coming off a terrific season, putting in about 26 points per, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Brown, and Jordan sends it back.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Brown outside. To end the run. That one goes in. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
Just a smooth-looking jump shot. Brown looking totally comfortable firing from out there.
Dinwiddie dishes to Jordan. Harden outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Harden's got 18 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Thompson finds Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
With great physical and athletic tools, Brown's adept at pushing past contact.
Dinwiddie passes to KD. Shoots from the baseline. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
T kicks to Thompson. Tatum against Durant. Outside Tatum. The kick out to Brown. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Harden outside. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Out to KD. Pulls up on the wing. And the shot is good. 10 points for him.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside, and here they have complete.
Passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Teague surveying the D. And he starts out with a miss in this one. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Jordan up top. He's covered by Brown. Jordan dishes to Harden. And there's the pass to Durant. Second chance effort. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Tatum. Here's Wanamaker. And the shot goes in. Wanamaker's got his first basket.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot, but he's more about team.
Pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Celtics trail by 21. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good-spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. Green's checked in for Boston. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. DeAndre Jordan third.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Brown right side. Trying to get open is Thompson. And it's Brown missing. Nets leading by 21. Harden draws the double. He kicks to Harris. Dinwiddie outside. 6 to shoot. With the floater. Kept alive. KD with the bucket. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Tatum. With the teardrop. Great D that time from Jordan. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Golden State Warriors. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, we all saw that coming when KD started cutting to the rim. Beautiful alley-oop finish from Durant.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Thompson.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roll Matt freely on the glass.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 20.
He's terrific at finding the open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Harden.
Harris against Teague. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good.
And as you would expect from the way he plays, Teague is a terrific free throw shooter.
Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And so T gets 2 free throws. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in.
Here's Griffin following the bucket by the Celtics. Great D that time from Tatum.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now here's Tatum. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Milwaukee.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense.
Oh, the power on that throw-down.
And artist in the air. I mean, the elevation, the hang time, the strength of Griffin, it's amazing.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Walker's checked in for Jeff T.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Kemba Walker. Great showing for him last season. Last season, he chipped in about 25 per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Brown wide open. He fires. Connects from 3-point range. Brown's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Boston. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Kicks to KD. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
The feed to Tatum. Outside, Green. And again, Boston with the triple.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Dinwiddie outside. Outside, Irving. Shoots over Walker. Irving can't hit. Celtics trail by 19. And here's Green outside. And it's Durant with the rebound. He feeds it to Griffin. Trying to get open is Irving. And Griffin scores. The assist by KD.
That's just freakish athleticism by Griffin, carving into the defense with such ease and precision.
Here's Walker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Walker's got 7 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Dinwiddie passes to KD. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Well, Kevin Durant was highly sought after following this past season. And, Chris, you knew his decision would have a huge ripple effect across the NBA.
Yeah, and at this point in his career, Kev, I mean, KD can do whatever he wants as far as which team he plays for. I mean, he has the titles, he has the money, and he has nothing left to prove. I mean, you can see why he chose this team.
Here's Walker. He has 7. Passes to Green. Now here's Williams. Just 5 on the clock. There's Walker with the 3. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. 10 points for Walker.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Irving against Walker. Irving looking for an opening. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And one area where they've improved here in the second quarter is getting the ball in the paint. That inside scoring has gotten much stronger.
One shot.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Irving against Walker. Outside, Smart. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Showing his range. Smart spacing the floor.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, what has allowed you all to build this lead in the first half?
Well, we've just been playing hard. Those guys are tough to guard. They cut so hard. They play well together, and we had a decent half. We got to keep it going.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 20 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
One of the big questions coming in is, how do you defend James Harden? He can take you in either direction. He has the crossover and the jab and go. And one of the best shot makers in the game.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, it's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. On the court right now for the Celtics, Round the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low. A nice shot by Katie.
I mean, when Durant gets a pick, he's dangerous. I mean, 7 foot tall. Who can handle it? How do you guard?
Smart kicks to Tatum. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Lobs it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the vertical of Jordan? Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
Walker against Irving. There's the pass to Brown. The dish to Tatum. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. No good on that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Griffin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, well, Kev, you know I always appreciate when a big man can create for others. And Blake Griffin, he's one of the best in the game in that regard. Such a fantastic passer.
The Nets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
The first free throw is good. Chris, you almost forget just how big Griffin is because of how smoothly he can facilitate for others.
Yeah, Kevin, and I hate when people say he's a good passer for a big man. I mean, what type of caveat is that? He's just a good passer. He has great vision, superb timing, and that's why he's always been near the top in assists for bigs.
Blake Griffin hits them both.
I mean, I'm not the first to say it, and I'm sure I won't be the last, but Griffin is one of the most physically gifted players that this game